the day that my Father has made. I will rejoice. Jah, I thank you for this morning. Oh, it's a brand new day. Little bird, they thank him as they sing. So let's all get down and pray.
Good night, teacher and the Prof fans. Welcome to another episode. As usual, I have here my co-host, Prof. Go on, Prof.
Yeah, number them. I must begin by saying or by offering my apologies for the long absence, but we both got very busy, my friend had a life-changing event. And I was away for about a week, to visit families in the Florida area, but we're back. We're back with some, good contents.
Yeah. And I must join in the apology, but it's all good. Over the absent period, I became a grandfather. So, man, a big man about ya. So,
And a big man, no. Man turn grandpa.
Yeah, and in addition to that, the Olympics and, when track starts, Jamaica is all over that.
But not so much Olympics. So we had the Euros.
Oh, yeah.
We had the Copa.
Yeah.
We had the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
And now we had the Olympics. A lot has happened.
A lot. And I think after this, we're going straight back to EPL.
Right. Jesus. Oh, wait, I think at this weekend, I went in there.
The 14th. The 14th to start.
No. The season starts, but this weekend is a Community Shield.
Oh, that opens the season, yeah.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're, as Jamaicans, home and abroad, we're going to start where it's all at presently. Jamaica all the way at the Olympics. We're going to give a review from the start of the track and field, to tonight. And for dating tonight, at its time of this recording, this is the 4th of August, and big news just happened. So we have to wait until that event, completed before we come on and shoot this video. So, if I sound elated, I am elated.
So can I add a disclaimer?
Sure.
Okay, so because I don't want Uncle Sam to put me out, All right. So
You're solid.
You're solid. Yes, right. So listen, when anything Jamaica is in, it's straight Jamaica. But anything else, me cheer for the USA. So I enjoyed more than just track and field. I enjoyed the gymnastic, and I enjoyed the swimming. But when it comes to if Jamaica is an event, that's all me I bring.
So I find myself a cheer against US. When there's no Jamaican event, I find myself a cheer for that team.
Listen, I can understand.
You don't have to say nothing, but there so.
I can understand why.
I find myself cheer against them, and sometimes I don't know why. God knows.
You're so biased.
Just biased against them. And maybe in track and field, it's just the way of the whole thing, history with US team has been not nice to Jamaica.
Yeah,
the Merlin at the Gildy bus thing that took almost half an hour to decide, and no photo finish should take so long because it's computer generated results. draw the line. And if you can't separate them, you give both of them goal. No, but you took this enormous long time. And to do what? To redraw the line them? The line them draw already. And if you can't separate the lines with the technology at the day. You remember in 2008, Jamaica, Shelley and Fraser's first Olympics.
Yeah.
Shelley won, but Sharon Simpson and Karen Stewart were tied for second, and they had to be gold, silver, silver. Because even with a better technology in 2008 versus in Merlin Atty, Gail Lever's time, they still couldn't separate them. But
So,
them find a way to give gold Gail Lever's the win. It was just, strange.
I don't remember. Was there a bronze medalist, or was it gold, silver?
No, it's not the mystery. So it just
Gold, silver. Okay.
Jamaica stand. There was a spot there, the third spot on the
Right.
podium was vacant, and the two ladies share the number. Yeah. You can't give more than 3 unless there's another tie.
Right.
Like 2-person tie for first and 2-person tie for second. Then you'd have to do it that way.
Well, for me it's different, and I did pledge allegiance to the country. So if Jamaica is not involved, even in track and field, I cheer for the US.
I have no difficulty with that. I pledge allegiance to one country, so I'm free to cheer for any other country.
I'll do no. I'll do. I did cheer for the grass though.
Case in point, yeah.
And you know why? You know why?
He deserves it.
Not because he deserves it, but because he's friends with Usain Bolt.
Oh, yeah. That Olympics when them does a stay.
That Olympic is when
that was a big image.
Yes. From that Olympics, I started rooting for the guy.
Yeah.
Because I said, that is Usain Bolt, friend.
Yeah, article. I'm sure Usain Bolt. When I saw the win, Usain Bolt came to me and I said, Usain Bolt must be a gym. Must be a gym.
Yes.
But how far we go back now? Let us start with the women and the 100 meter.
Yeah, we can start. That's where everything started.
That's where we start with the high points, and there are some low points between. But when we start with the high point, the big bad US at the US trial a month ago. Apart from Shakari Richardson, I wouldn't want to talk about. But let me talk about her.
We can't talk about her because she did congratulate the woman.
Yeah.
Woman.
Yeah.
And I would have loved to have seen her get beaten.
Video reaction?
Get beaten.
Oh, being there. Of
being
course.
there and getting beaten.
Yeah, man. Let me see you run faster than the track.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Because Shakari Richardson, incidentally, is the only athlete ever in the history of the Olympics that has so much argument and don't have a medal. I've never seen an athlete, nobody have ever heard of an athlete that don't have a world record, because you can't have a world record before you go to the Olympics.
But I just like her, and I liked her even after the marijuana incident, because she just seemed article to me.
And the hype is good for the sports, the rivalry.
Yes.
However, me not take like to it. Una miss me yet. Me not dig the argument there. No.
You can't be you're not the event. You are not.
You're missing me now. You're not missing me yet. We have 3 Jamaicans that running 10 point.
Remember, was the world record broken?
No, the Olympic record.
Olympic record, right.
There are people going into the Olympics that run faster. You have never run fast as Shelley. You have never run fast as Elaine. And Jackson, Sherry Catcher is learning the thing and getting faster and faster. How you were going to beat them? By what stretch of your imagination you were going to beat them? And you ask, if we miss you? No.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Would I like you to be there still?
That's why I'm sorry she wasn't there.
You know, yeah,
You
it
know,
does. So, because the excuse is that on the win because
because yes, yeah.
because Shakira is not there. You know, but when she see the time, so she, damn, congrats. You know, you girls are for real. I guess that's what she probably said. You Jamaicans are for real. You know,
So I'm
but
like, shit.
my biggest disappointment with the pre-game leading up to Olympics with Shakira was not Shakira as much. It's the American people, the Michelle Obama, and the other people, and the other people, and the other people, and the other people, who
Yeah.
started turning this thing into some racial thing, the ban into a racial and a targeted and a injustice. When Shakira did the interview, she accepted the ban, and nobody and everybody accepted the ban with her. They were on the other side saying that this and that, and Shakira should get a fly in for the team and run the relay because by then the relay come on, our band will be up. You tell me,
Ban.
somebody at the time at the start of the event is banned. How the hell would you get them out get in after when the game start? No, and it put a light on the Americans that this first world country can be dumb if them choose to be dumb enough. And then I remember the election, and them say, oh, sure.
Right.
7 billion. How much billion? 7 billion people.
What?
How much people to vote?
3 billion.
In all. No, how was the share of the vote? Again.
Repeat that.
How was the share of the vote?
It was 3 billion something to 2 billion something.
Almost tight. I mean, I said, you know, why am I surprised that this thinking goes beyond Democratic and Republican? It goes across the country. If Americans choose to be dumb, they can choose to be dumb.
Well, listen, it's the American arrogance, that comes to play. You know.
And I was disappointed that people, I think we spoke of this already, but let me just remind about
We did.
they I'm gonna move on from Shakira. The Olympics is the most lenient body. The runners of what do you mean?
IOC.
IOC are the most lenient body when it comes to marijuana. NBA can't smoke marijuana. The baseball can't smoke it.
Football.
NFL, Major League Soccer can't smoke it. You can smoke marijuana as an athlete if you smoke it days before your event. Traces will be there, but not the level of trace they measure, not the presence of marijuana. The other sports, they detect the presence of and ban you. So once you smoke and they detect, they are out. With athletics, it is the level, right? If Shakira smoked a day more than 24 hours before that event, she would have been good. It was obvious that she smoked the morning or late night off before the event. So come on, people. And then you're going to use that and see prominent people saying that they're targeting and why marijuana ban. US ban marijuana from sports. USA ban marijuana from sports. So
all right, let's not beat the dead horse. Let's not beat the dead horse. Let's talk about us.
No, but that's why we just put that aside because when we're going to talk about the 100 meter, people are going to raise. Actually, Shakira, look here, man. Shakira should not have been there, and she accepted, and all Americans should just accept it. And in saying that, we're going to segue right into the 1, 2, 3. Now, I looked at 4 Olympics, including this one. So it's going to be 2008, 12, 16, and 2021. And the ladies and the dominance of the ladies. And I never realized it until I see the flags laid out each year.
Women, female dominance of the 100-meter sprint.
100-meter sprint in the last 4 Olympics. In 2008, we swept the podium.
1, 2, 2.
Right? 1, 2, 2. Jamaica swept. Only Jamaica got medal. in the 100 meter in 2008. Shelley and Fraser gold. Tyrone Simpson silver and Caron Stewart silver 1-2-2. Right? Subsequent to that, Shelley won again. I think American and maybe Jetta came second, and Caron Stewart came third. That is 2012. 2016, Elaine Thompson era won, with Shelley and Fraser coming third, and another American coming second. Right? So we got 2 medals there, and this year we sweep again. So in the last 4 years, with a maximum of 12 medals for grab, Jamaica got 10 medals in the last 4 Olympics out of 12.
That was a land. What was it? Which one was it? Beijing, London, or London, Beijing? Brazil.
Beijing and London, Rio, Brazil, and now Tokyo. So massive. 10 out of 12, big numbers, you know. So congratulations to our ladies.
Yes, man. It was. They made us very proud.
Proud.
But you know, as Jamaicans, despite the fact that we are proud, we had to bring some controversy into the.
And you're talking about the celebrations after the victory.
After the victory, and people reading into it, and you know.
I know, so my wife bring it up. I'm gonna dismiss it since tonight.
What's she say?
While waiting on the.
Oh, she'll compare the men. Was she comparing?
No. Oh. Yes, right. Levy and Parchment.
Right.
You know, we don't want to run ahead of ourselves, you know, but they seem happy together, you know. But so it came back up. And a reminder, Shelley and Fraser was the winner in 2019 at the World Championship. Elaine Thompson era came 4th.
Right.
And at the end of the race, what era did was just to tap her in the congratulations and move on. Nobody said anything. Oh, Elaine come forward. Why everybody was so happy for Shelley, then forget about Elaine. We have a problem in Jamaica. We love mix-up.
Right. We love controversy.
And that's one of the reasons why this program is not getting the traction, not because of the lack of content. Because we not bring controversy.
Right.
We're too conscious, we're too unbiased, we're too this, we're too that. Them needs a mix-up. And we need to tell some lie on some people.
Yeah.
And
call some name.
And hope say, then I put a last hope away. But we need a hype level. No. You know, and more we find that people feed after this. You know. And it's sad that people will look at
what I'm saying. Drama sells, right?
Yeah. But how me see it? How me see the I may ask you how you see the celebration after the 1-2-3. Shelley never come at the Olympics 100 meter to come no second and a third. She came to win. Elaine never come for a second and a third. She came to win.
To defend her, come to defend.
Yes. And Shelley came for a legacy to claim.
Right.
To become the first woman to win 3 Olympic title gold. Now, Sharika is slightly different. It's her first time. She's new at the event. And she would have accepted with this big wig that she look up to these ladies, right? So she would have accepted any medal, right? So she's gonna defend. But these 2 ladies, these 2 Olympic champions,
yeah,
different focus, right? In the midst of the result, she must internalize it and her disappointment. And it will come across the way it come across because she was more focused and she been disappointed right?
Yeah. Because she came in. She
As
well,
a favorite.
best.
She came in as a favorite.
Yeah. I did Jamaica trials.
Trials,
What was the result?
she won.
All right.
Sherika came second and Elaine came third.
Third.
Subsequent to that, she ran the second fastest
Time.
100-meter woman ever. And she became the fastest living female. 10.63.
So she came, with a lot of expectations.
Expectation personally. I don't see a problem with somebody who's expecting themselves to win, being disappointed in winning and not winning. And in that disappointment, you congratulate somebody by tapping them and say, well done, and you move on and start focus on what I did wrong, what I did wrong, what I did wrong. You know, I don't see anything wrong with that.
So why place so much emphasis on what Shelly-Ann did when Sherika did the very same thing to her teammate, her clubmate?
Our clubmate.
Our clubmate. And no one said anything.
I'm start here saying, when people like you make that same point to other people who are saying Shelly, them change the story now. Say, why Shelly and Sherika are alien cold show? So them Jackson in it now because they realize that Jackson never do much better. So them jar in it. Jackson and Shelly never look happy for it.
Listen, she was on the floor. She was basking in her win. What about her? Bend down, hug her up, what? Be all up in her?
She run away, leave them,
You should really leave them, yeah.
It's her, right? When Shelly win anything, and so Shelly go up on the floor and kick her, put in the ear.
Yeah.
People want to stop her and say, well, them can't. Nobody now bend down with her and hug her up, and nobody has ever done that to her. Why we expect she to do it to others?
But as I say, we love controversy. And then I think to make matters even worse, I believed there was a statement out here that Usain Bolt wanted Shelly-Ann to win.
But
You heard that?
Usain can have a favorite. Like we have a favorite. You can have a favorite. All right. All of we want 1, 2, 3. But all of we can have the different 1, 2, 3 in terms of putting a name to the 1, 2, 3. We are entitled to that.
Right. But people, so people are saying, oh, Usain Bolt shouldn't have done that, being that he's a public figure, in my cause controversy. You should have just say, him want a 1, 2, 3, without saying names. That's what people are saying.
Why can't have a favorite? Why can't have a favorite? Why the Prime Minister can't have a favorite?
You can have a favorite.
I say 1, 2, 3, but here's my 1, 2, 3. Shelly, Elaine, Jackson. Say the Prime Minister can say, some speech that Jackson got improve over the month between trials and Olympics. Jackson will catch him. Me, I bring Jackson. That's the competitive nature. Everybody can argue amongst them one another. Friendly, right. I say, this is my 1, 2, 3. This is your 1, 2, 3. What's wrong with that?
You know how we are, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Man cannot put a bet on it. Put some dollars on it.
Not Usain Bolt. He should remain impartial.
Why?
Because he's Usain Bolt.
So who's Usain Bolt?
Apparently, Usain Bolt is the
authority, and the authority must have choice.
Should not have choice. He should remain neutral.
Well, that remind me of broadcasting. The US broadcaster network and the commentators and the English. Them days when English commentator used to neutrally in our race where English people in it. Them days are gone,
No.
US never subscribe to that from day one in. Them for them people in a race, pay them people in my bring.
Let me tell you something. Me there. I have yet, and I could be wrong, but I have yet to see NBC, National Broadcasting Corporation, or any of its affiliate interview any single athlete from Jamaica. Every interview I've seen it online by TVJ, interviewing our athlete. I have yet to say, and I can't speak about the English, about the BBC, I don't know. But I can tell you, I've yet to see any American, I've yet to see NBC, bro, interview anybody else other than the American athlete. All when they don't win.
I may give it NBC a lifeline. I may say, maybe them do it, and just like how you don't see the others that they British, maybe the same way you don't see them, you don't see the NBC.
That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I stand corrected.
Yeah. You know, but maybe you should be seeing it on your television, on your sports network, the American.
Seen it? Yes. I am on NBC and USA and all the other NBC affiliated stations.
And it's a huge achievement. They could have paid a little bit more notice, and and bring the story to the Americans. That a little island with 3.3 million people on land and another 3 in the diaspora. We don't know how them do it, but them do it, and congratulations.
So, there are people online trolling Jamaica athletes saying, how is it possible that this country have 3 million people and yet they finish 1, 2, 3? That's, to me, that speak of doping. That's what they're saying,
Yeah, man. I've seen them on the sports blogging channels and YouTube have to defend, numerous times have to defend us, a good name. They spoke of Shelley being 34, and also she run our PB at 34. Oh, all right. One person said, we soon know, we soon see it. I'm saying, go and wait till the 32, you're going to die waiting for that adverse result.
So if we were doping our athletes, like the Russians.
No, this is a country, we are struggling to find money. Yeah.
Have the technology to dope our athlete where it's untraceable after numerous and vigorous testing by the IOC. And if that was the case, right, wouldn't we have dominated in the men's event as well and other track and field events?
So it clearly speaks, if we're not dominating with the men now and still with women, it's crap. It's crap. It's the purse itself. It's not some foreign chemical being injected or ingested, right? It got to be the crop of people are good enough to do these, get these results. It has nothing to do with nothing else, because the continuation of Usain Bolt, Johan Blake, Ashmead and Weir and whosoever would have continued. These are the ladies alone who will be benefiting from it now. So we have a bad crop of men and we'll continue to have good crop of females. That's simple it. So them can sit down and wait.
So
they invite them to sit down and wait on the results.
So like in Sochi, Winter Olympics in Russia, when Russia dominated that Olympic, dominated the Olympic because of widespread
national doping.
Russia medal count, total medal count was 33 medals. USA 28. Russia win 13 gold and USA win 9.
Mm.
That's why I call dominating.
Yeah. But them a look on our like a 4, our like a 6 goal. And so we are dominate.
That's why I dominate.
And we are jugs up and you know.
Wouldn't our gym swimmer do better? Our divers do better. Our gymnasts do better. Our shot
And,
put, javelin.
yeah, everybody would have done better. But a man said something to me when I defend Shirley at 34. He said, answer this yes or no. Have she ever been tested positive? I just want a yes or no. So I know where I go with a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Said yes. But I went on to say, him said, just yes or no, no yes. So I said yes. But she had a wisdom tooth problem and she took a painkiller, and the painkiller was considered banned. And she get a month or 3 to 3 for it. So I say she after me suffering from a wisdom tooth pain, and she was advised to take it, and she take it, and them said no, that one a ban. But so most of us walking around, we take banned substance every day.
Every day.
Them can't take certain things over live on every day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So him say, sure say that must say it's not excuse me, just tell you the fact. Because I don't know if him here should get caught for job. I don't know the details behind it.
Details behind it. And
yes, it shows them no.
If she was caught with it was enhancing, it would not have been a month or 2.
Yeah.
It would have been a year or more.
Yeah. So let us tell them say, you know what, just go and wait for the banned substance.
And you know? obviously the doping authority accepted our story. Hence a lighter ban.
Yeah. Yeah. But
she had an excuse. She had an excuse, and she served her band. Right?
But at the time, in her pain, they're not going to put on the right painkiller that would have been acceptable. And I don't know what painkiller would be acceptable by another. And them said it was an over-the-counter painkiller.
But she served her ban, right? There was no hoopla about it.
Yeah. Shakari served her 1 month a week. So I just one of them things there. And it's not enhancement. It's not every plan is enhancement. So but him know, what am I say? But him doesn't want a yes or no.
Yeah, not so be an asshole.
Yeah.
So wait before we segue further into this now. What do you think about the Russian ban? Do you think they should have participated in the Olympics?
They did. The athletes that were not.
Do you think they should have participated?
As Russia?
As Russia or ROC, whichever one you look at.
Man, I think the athletes were clean. They never
they were under the banner of the Russian Olympic Committee, ROC.
Yeah. Are you saying that is not good enough?
I'm saying that's not good enough. And here why that's not good enough. They were able to flaunt or circumvent the rules. Some athletes were seen singing the Russian national anthem while on the podium, despite the fact that it wasn't being played.
So somebody look on the mime and them lip sync.
It wasn't being mimed, they were singing.
They were singing aloud?
They were singing, and one Russian athlete had a Russian flag.
And while celebrating
the victory. No, in my opinion, right? In my opinion, since it was a statewide ban, a statewide doping, because you know what happened, right? So
yeah, but I guess they were trying to be fair to the people who didn't participate in it.
Yeah, but
Some people did not.
but listen, that doesn't serve as a deterrent at all to Russia. It didn't, because they still competed.
But remember, says not the federation don't get banned enough. Athletes that got caught got banned.
Athletes who got caught got banned. The entire federation should have been banned to send a clear message. You know why I said this? One, it's how they went about doing it. It wasn't a one doctor here or one doctor there or a group of doctors. It was a state.
Yeah, state effort. Yeah.
They built a facility right next door to where they're doing the doping test, right? Where athletes were being tested. And they had a hole, an entrance to the building. And every night they were changing out the urine.
The clean one.
Clean one.
Yeah, some concerted effort.
That's why I think the IOC missed an opportunity to send a clear message.
I think they wanted to do it at first, and they compromised on it because the clean ones, lobbied.
Listen, the good have to suffer for the bad. We have seen it happen many times. Good have to suffer for the bad. This was an entire nation that did this.
May I give an example? I'm going to ask you, what would you have done? Some years ago, St. George's College did not perform at the ISA boys champs. I would say boys and girls champs because they have 6 farm girls now. So let me say
they withdrew completely.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. It is the management, coach and the management of the school to submit the names by a particular time to ISA, which is the administrative body for the competition.
Right.
The boys and girls did their best. They go to meets from the year before, straight through every Saturday, every evening, Sundays when and everything worked their ass off. And the coach took responsibility for failing to submit the names of the participating athletes on time. Hence, ISA. And let me tell you this in case you never forget. ISA is run by principals, school principals. This is not some outsider would say, yo, we'll put our blinkers and we're not in a business. These are people who are responsible for teenagers across the island. The president is a principal. The vice president is a principal. The people who sit on the boards are principal. And yet, the board took a decision saying, coach late, and we're not business about the people. I felt it. So, the entire school got banned because of the principal. I'm trying to judge, for you to just suppose now. The principal being the authority in Russia, the government and the organizer of that doping facility, and the students being the athletes of Russia. Would you agree that the principal, the coach runs so? Yeah. The bad is the coach, the good is the athletes, good have to suffer for the bad.
Yes, I think I'm gonna take the same stance. So listen, I'm on a principle. I believe in following the rules.
Yeah.
All right. It's my pet peeve when people knowingly, when people try to circumvent a rule or break the law or don't follow instructions.
It's not a doping advantage.
I don't care what it is. Listen, we are talking about St. George's College, right?
Yeah.
Which is an institute in Jamaica. That college is one of the oldest high school college in Jamaica.
Yeah.
St. George's College, a premier high school in Jamaica. The creme de la creme. All right? This is not Mona High. A Mona High.
Don't call on him, but I understand what you're getting.
Saying this is not
Yeah.
a Edith Dalton James or a Tarrant High School who are new to the ISA game.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make you feel bad.
No, hold on. I'm not doing it. You can't feel bad. Because
I'm going to try still.
okay, you can try. So listen, so what I'm saying is that these people have entered what, hundreds? How old is ISA? Boys and girls champ.
Champs 100 and a little bit.
100 and little, they've entered 100 and something competition for. They know exactly what the deadline is. I'm not saying people can't make mistake, But a lot of times when you do make mistake, you cannot correct it and there are consequences. Unfortunately.
Other people have to bear it.
And people will have to bear those consequences.
I hear you. But
No.
one more add,
Yeah.
that consequence did not live and suffered in that champs only. Reason why that coach, St. George's College is not known for track and although
Right.
they have been, them are one or two athletes, but not as a team, a champion school.
No, not like a KC and a Calabar.
However, that track coach over the previous 3 years or so was slowly building George's presence in champs to the point that the previous year they came out with the Superman S and they're back. The confidence of the school was so big now that the athletes were in Superman S and they're back in red, right? The year that they were banned would have been their best year after that. And when that happened, the coach took himself and St. George's College track and field program has not revived since they're absent.
So when you say he took over himself, was he fired or did he just resign?
If he take the Japanese role and just take responsibility and take for himself,
I mean, if I am, as a principal of that school,
yeah,
I would have fired him.
Jamaica not fire people, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if I am.
No, our culture, we are a culture of excuses, so.
Yeah, I know we are. But I can guarantee, I can guarantee you, Virgin, it will never happen again.
No. Like that school or any other school.
Any other school. Because what ISA have set a precedent.
Yeah. For delinquents like that. Yeah.
It is unfortunate that the kids worked very hard. They trained. They went to track meets.
The boys came on television. Cried.
I would have cried. I feel it for them, but the rule is a rule.
And them couldn't register themselves. Them feel helpless because them couldn't register themselves.
They can't.
They didn't even know that they were not registered. So until the coach come to them and tell them, say, them can't go champs because by the time he realized him registration date gone and go up there, them refuse it. So you have to come back to the kids, them and tell them, say, all training off, no champs. And the guys were like,
if ISA had allowed St. George's to participate after submitting their
and ban the coach
late
and get the coach 3 years ban.
So yeah, but what I'm saying is it would have set a bad precedent where
the coach banned from training any ISA. Remember, ISA sports run football, that are soccer, track and field, all sports. If he multi-talented in terms of a coach, he can coach no school in a no sport for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is a kind of
What would have prevented the coach from being on a mobile phone, talking to the assistant referee somewhere up in the stands?
all right.
Style.
All right. A principal,
At least.
a principal of that school would have to be condoning that.
He doesn't necessarily have to know.
Who are going to pay him?
Pay who?
The coach for coaching remotely.
Remember,
After books.
remember this, you know.
All boys?
No. So remember that the coach spent years building a team, right?
Yeah.
So he has a reputation, right?
Yeah.
To protect, right? Okay. So if this coach is an overzealous coach,
But who will pay him to do all of that? When we get the funds from? It might be for free.
It might be for free. It might be for reputation. It's possible. Some people have huge ego now, because at the end of the day, you must say, you think a Trevor coach them boy there. And me, I talk to Trevor through the headphone. You know, some nice stands.
I didn't get 3 more. I didn't get 3 more years for violating the first 3 years, and on him go.
Improper.
And he would have never get a cent.
Improper.
Violating it.
Improper not care at this point. in coach George is the 3rd place. Finish.
But I was very close to the event at the time, because at that time my boys were into it. So, you know, I was going to the meets. I saw how the boys were there. The St. George's boys were training. And, you know, I really felt it for them. And I just came up with that alternative, you know, punishment.
Hey, I'm still going to stick my gun. I don't care about Russia. The Russian athletes who are clean. They're still Russians. They should all have been punished.
Collectively punished for something that I didn't even participate in.
The
IOC does look on it and say, you know what? Them never participate. Them probably hear about it and say, you know what? I take myself and I'm not going to that. And then turn and punish them for doing the right thing.
At the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're still Russian athletes, right?
Probably them boss it. Probably might bring it to the authority. Probably a Russian they bring to the authority.
No, they would not still be alive. They would not still be alive. We're talking about Russia now. We're not talking about the United States or the UK. We're talking about Russia.
Tell somebody to tell somebody.
Listen, every single one of those people who came forward defected. They were offered protection by the United States to give evidence. That was a deal. So no athlete came forward. They said, and trust me, a lot of athletes who are participating today probably knew.
Yeah, no, I was talking about anonymously, you know. You know, they probably tip off said.
Oh, there's an anonymity.
Then get invited to this doping seminar and they refuse it. Something is happening. You know, I see the facility myself, but them tell somebody to tell somebody and just keep quiet.
Those
it's possible.
Not with Russia. Russia would have gotten their answers. And those people would be in Siberia. In the goulash.
So I can bring it back to 2021 and the Jamaican thing.
Yeah, hold on, let me say something. You see what happened to the Belarus athlete? You read about it?
Belarus. No. Feel me.
All right. So as we know, Belarus was once a part of the Soviet Union, right?
Yeah, man.
They break away. They have like a dictatorship going on. You know, people have been protesting in Belarus. Recently they had a plane. I forgot where the plane was going, and they had the plane diverted to Minsk. Is that the capital of Belarus? I think Minsk, and they removed a reporter from the plane and his girlfriend because he is part of the dissident group, people protesting, and he wrote about the government, right? So they claim that there was a bomb on the plane, had fighter jets, divert the plane. The plane is not going. The plane left Turkey. I forgot where its final destination was. All right. They intercepted the plane.
Not in Belarus.
Well, I think the plane had to fly over the airspace or close to the airspace, right? And so the UN is calling it they call it aerial terrorism or something like that. So what happened with the Belarusian athlete is she was supposed to run in the 100-meter, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, you jog my memory. Yeah, the one that's asylum now. Yeah.
Yes, in Poland. You got asylum in Poland, right? They wanted her to run in the 400. She has never run the 400 before. Never. She's a 100-meter sprinter. She started to complain.
And then tell her, say she abusing the coaches or something like that.
Something like that. And so they scratch her from the 100-meter event.
And force her out.
Force her out.
That's a leave the Tokyo.
To leave Tokyo. She complained to the IOC. She complained to Tokyo police while she was at the airport.
And them protect her, for protection. Overnight her in their protection until she went to Poland.
And she was at the Poland embassy in Tokyo. And then, So I say this to say that if any Russian athlete had said anything or had come forward anonymously, Russia would come looking for them. They would have found out whoever that person is.
So Belarus is right?
Yeah, Belarus.
It's still behaving like them USSR.
Yes.
And then fight against the USSR. They want to be independent.
They want to be independent. But that's why
funny, the same thing you fight against, and the same thing. It reminds me of Castro and Cuban people.
And Cuba, yeah.
You fight Castro against.
The Cuba them are fight for independence. And they fight and get them it and then
them turn communists.
And then oppress the people them.
It's just weird that sometimes the person that you put up to lead you against a regime turn out to be the same thing or worse. When them get the power.
Well, what are we on to? 200 or the 100 men?
Oh, yeah, when we conclude it, big up, clean sweep, room out, medals all hours, anthem play, peer, black, green, and gold, flags, race, and everything nice. The girls,
after shut down.
The girls, them good. The girls, them they are good. The three of them good. All right. Men, 100 meter. Want to skip it?
No, we didn't medal.
We never have a finalist.
We didn't have anyone in the finals. We had one person injured before the heat even began.
So
which was a top runner. He had the fastest time in the trials.
Yeah, he came first at the trial. He got an hamstring, that's I think at grade 2, and pull out of the event. So we end up with Johan Blake and Seville. Seville is a youngster, about 21. Yeah. So both of them were semi-finalists and failed to make the finals. Billy complained that he had a little niggle, press, and when he pressed, he couldn't get nothing outside. So that's it. And he pulled out subsequently out of the 200 because of that to save himself for the 4x1. So we had one shot in the 4x1 in the 200 also. So we had one shot in the 100 and one shot in the 200.
Mm-hmm.
So the men start off bad, and we went to the 200 now, women. I was expecting 1, 2, 3 again.
Yes, I was.
I'm so disappointed.
What was Sharika doing?
You got to talk. We're not talking about. We don't want to cry. Somebody, you talk.
All right, so me talk. So, listen, we can. It's okay to be critical. You know, it's a part of you can't just praise all the time. You're gonna be criticized when you know, when it falls short. You know?
Just be yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm not an athlete. I ran tracks in high school, but I'm not an athlete. I could never run for Jamaica. But Sharika race, it was the stupidest race anyone could run. I am still trying to process it. I'm still trying to come to terms with what transpired. I'm still trying to understand what she was trying to do.
I get it. I get it. Just look at Elaine's race from the same camp, same coach, told me what the instruction was. Preserve enough as much energy as possible. Even to come third, don't worry about it. Just preserve.
So he gave both athletes the same instruction. However, one is new
to the event.
Olympics.
No, she's a brand medalist. The last Olympics, 400.
In what?
400.
Oh, she ran in 400.
Yeah, man, she's a defending 400.
Okay, so she is brand new in the 200 meter. Because she switched from 400 to run the 1 and the 2.
Right.
And he gave the same instruction to a veteran, the
Elaine.
Elaine, what was her? What did she place in Rio?
4th.
4th?
I think a 4th.
Okay.
Rio. No, man, Rio.
Rio,
no,
yeah.
First. Rio. Sorry, I'm talking about the World Championship in 19.
No, Rio.
Rio, double.
So we're talking about a veteran, the defending Olympic champion again.
In both in 1 and 2, right.
So, he gave the same instructions.
And it interpreted.
And it was interpreted.
No, it was interpreted the same, but executed totally different. Elaine looked around. Both of them walked the first 100. Nobody does that. It
was like slow motion.
If you're conserving, typically you run the first 100. They come off the turn, check your lead, and cut it down.
And then easy. They did the opposite.
Some of them walk out the blocks.
Walk. It is slow motion. Is she going backward?
Yeah, she did going backward in the last 10 meters. She did. She went up into 3rd place and then just and the girl snip her. She never run through the tape. As slow as she was going, she never run through the tape. So you imagine you going that slow already in 3rd place, and you decide to even go slower at the end.
And you are not aware? You don't look around to see where you are?
Elaine looked around and come 3rd. And Elaine went up into 3rd, check, and came at clear 3rd. Her race was closer.
And she was straight.
She just go straight and just ease up, you know. I'm a lover still.
Let me tell you something, man. That is not a lesson you want to learn. Not at the Olympics.
No. I don't want to learn a lesson. I want to learn a lesson. I want to meet.
Exactly. Not at the Olympic.
Not even Diamond League. I want to learn that money on the line. On the line. I want to learn that our training.
Listen, I'm sorry. The coach is an idiot.
You can't say the great man where.
You see, that's a problem, you know. That's a problem, you know. Him full of himself. Him full of himself. He is doing the opposite that every other coach does. Because he's special.
That's what make him great.
He want a slap.
Think out of the box.
Oh, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Run the race like everybody run it. Why recreate it?
Something that has worked.
Something that doesn't work. Why?
Shelly ran for a race and she run out hard and she maintained. And
So,
she just win the race easily.
So look at the strategy. Elaine strategy in the semi-final. Total different strategy.
Yeah.
Albeit it's a fast field.
Yeah, 21.66. No semi-finals has ever run that fast. Ever. Most finals can't run that. Can't tell when last that somebody run a 200.
And so up in the finals, we're a record.
Yeah.
The coach is to be blamed for Sharika. That's what happens when you follow yourself.
I think Shelly made a mistake. I'm going to tell you.
In the final? In the final?
Yeah. No, what? In the series. In the series of the 200, the 200 are the two, the heats and the semis.
What was it?
I think they should have looked at the schedule and the semis and the final run close together. The 200.
Well, one was in the morning and one was at night.
Right. It was unusual, they say. They usually get a day apart.
Especially with the heat.
So they get a heat on one day, the semis on one day, and the finals on one day.
No, I meant the temperature.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Especially okay. with the temperature. Because we're very hot in Japan.
Right. So 90 degrees and 30.
Hot and humid.
Yeah. I think if our coach was experienced, because she have an inexperienced coach, he would have said that Shelly don't run the two races that hard. Secure your position, but don't run them that hard. I think her age showed in the finals.
Yeah, because she ran out of gas.
She run out of gas. The 300-meter race plus the 200 and the finals run so close. Her recovery time never allotted to her. She should assess that and say, you know what? I'm not going to do what Sharika do, but I'm not going to run so fast in the three of them. In the two previous one.
I am laughing because I saw online where people are saying, oh, should it ease up because
what? When I see that one?
In the finals?
Because
what's her name already won. Mister, which athlete would do that? This is not pick the running. Because Alien win, you ease up.
So it's all or nothing for Shelly?
Mister, people are so, can I say ignorant? Can I say dark and stupid?
No.
Can I say have no education? Because you have to be brain dead to think that way.
You think Shelly see the little girl, like a 19-year-old girl from Namibia run past her?
Brother, this is you upon the track field up in Manchester, or Clarendon or Kingston or run against a friend them. Because your friend run past, you say, oh, me don't run now. You win.
A medal.
This is the Olympics.
A medal of any color in Olympics is at Shelly stage now.
It's a medal.
Would help our legacy in terms of when you look back on the decoration. of colors and longevity and all of that. And you know, it would have helped.
Do you believe that silver and bronze medal don't matter, don't count?
It matters.
It
Because
matters.
as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go worse than that. Being an Olympian matters.
Yes, just to be an Olympian.
To conclude another episode of Teach and the Prof. You know. So Prof, where we always want them to do for it as friends.
Please hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
All right. And don't be afraid to engage us and comment.
We look
All right.
forward. You know, so and every episode, you know, if you heard something that you want to be clarified or get clarified, or want to make some suggestion or correction, just engage us. We are good to have a discussion, and you don't have to be afraid of us. Afraid of us. Based off of the content, just to say we are respectable.
Right.
And no bullying, you know, we don't bully people around here, you know. So, you know, stay tuned for another episode of Teach and the Prof. And as usual, we're out. Enjoy your day. Bye.
All right, people. Enjoy. And enjoy the rest of the remaining events in the Olympics. All right. And go Team Jamaica.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't forget to comment
and hit that notification bell.
This has been another episode of Teach and the Prof.